Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's such a true pleasure for me to be here. Today, I'm presenting about the urgency of development multimodality-based contextual morphology textbooks for students. Before we start the presentation, let me introduce ourselves first. My name is Jasmine Belinda Budijanto as first author and Mrs. Yuliana Setyaningsih as second author. We are from Sanata Dharma University, Yogyakarta, Indonesia. In this presentation, I have 5 main points. They are introduction, literature view, methods, findings and discussion, and also conclusion. Now, let's go to the presentation. Well, multimodality has become one of the fields that is intensively researched and developed, especially in linguistic learning. Morphology is a part of linguistics that studies the process of word formation and word structure. In morphology, students learn about the nature of morphology, morphological processes, and types of morphological processes. In studying morphology, students still find it difficult to understand morphology. When attending morphology lectures, students use reference books and textbooks. The first research is the research conducted by Puspitasari and Budijanto. The two researchers developed Indonesian morphology textbooks for students. The second study was conducted by Rofi, Atmasdati, and Abdurrahman. This study aims to develop a contextual-based learning textbook for morphological process material. Then, the third research was conducted by Ahyarudi, Agusti, and Yusra, and the researchers developed morphology textbooks equipped with morphophonemics analysis of Jambi Malay. The concept of multimodality has 5 aspects, namely linguistics, visual, oral, gestural, and spatial. This study uses a mixed method approach. Subjects of this study were students of the Indonesian Language and Literature Education Study Program who had taken morphology courses, lectures in morphology courses, and Rencana Pembelajaran Semester or FPS morphology course. The research data used in the form of questionnaire results, interview results, and result of FPS analysis. The data analysis technique used in this research is quantitative and qualitative. In these findings and discussion, I have 3 main points about it. The first is about aspects multimodality-based contextual morphology textbooks. As you can see in this slide, all respondents agree that aspects of multimodality are needed to implement in contextual morphology textbooks. And the second point is about examples in multimodality-based contextual morphology textbooks. As you can see in this chart, all of the respondents agreed that example will help them to understand contextual morphology textbooks, especially about multimodality-based contextual textbook. And the third point is about activities and practice questions in multimodality-based contextual morphology textbooks. As you can see in this chart, there are 83% respondents strongly agree about it, and 70% respondents agree about it. And we can conclude that all of the respondents agree that activities and practice questions in multimodality-based contextual morphology textbooks is needed to implement because it will help them to understand the contextual morphology. And this is the conclusion about this study. The morphology textbooks used today do not use a multimodality approach and do not have contextual examples, and the activities and also exercise contained in the textbook have not helped students to understand morphology. And there are several aspects that need to consider. There are multimodality-based contextual morphology textbooks were developed based on 5 aspects. And the second one is the textbooks needs to be equipped with contextual example. And the third, multimodality-based contextual morphology textbooks need to be equipped with activities and practice questions. It can be concluded that contextual morphology textbooks based on multimodality need to be developed by taking into account that multimodality aspects. And these are the references that I used in this study. Thank you.